You people are insane. Gather around the campfire, y'all. Get your s'mores wetty and your weenies out. All right, we're gonna twang it up for you. See off a big brown beaver and show some off to all her friends. One day you know that beaver tried to leave us, so she kicked him up with cyclone fence. Along came blue with the old baboons. They'd recognize that smell. It smells like 7 layers. When that beaver eats Taco Bell, what? Come on. One owner took her big brown beaver and she stuck him up in the air. Said, I sure do love this big brown beaver and I wish I did have a pair. Beaver once slept for 7 days and it gave us an awful fright. So I tickled his chin and I gave him a pinch and the girl just died to bite. One owner lived a big brown beaver and she stroked him all the time. She pricked her finger one day and it occurred to her she might have a porcupine. Whoa! So this is the lovely Bryan Kehoe's.
Hola, Colorado! Do you want to build a snowman?
So we're going to play a little Jerry for you. Because everybody loves Jerry. And if he were here right now, he'd be freezing his ass off just like the rest of us. For living, he just to knock him in the head with a stump. Oh, Louisiana law gonna get you, Amos. It ain't legal hunting alligator down in the swamp, boy. Everybody blamed his old man for making him mean as a snake. When Amos Moser was a boy, his daddy'd use him for alligator bait. Tie a rope around his waist, throw him in the swamp. Alligator bait in the Louisiana bayou. Some piece took him to Louisiana. Lived a cat called Doc Millsap and his pretty wife Hannah. Well, they raised up a son that could eat up his weight in groceries. Named him after a man with a claw. Call him Amos Moses. Now the folks around South Louisiana said Amos was a hell of a man. He could trap the biggest, the meanest alligator and just use one hand. Well, it's all he got left because the alligator bit it. Left arm gone clean up to the elbow. out again. Well, I wonder where the Louisiana South went to. You can sure get lost in Louisiana Bayou. About 45 minutes southeast of Tippecanoe, Louisiana. Lived a cat called Doc Millsap and his pretty wife Hannah. Well, they raised up a son that could eat up his weight in groceries. Named him after a man with a claw. Called him Amos Moses. Kehoe, what the hell you doing?
I'm trying to tune up this metal guitar. It keeps on getting all sharp. It's kind of kooky. This snow is beautiful from up here. I don't know about it for you, but this is awesome. Pretty goddamn cool.
I feel like I'm playing on the inside of a Slurpee machine. Because what's happening is, we notice this from the bus, is that the wind is blowing the snow this way, but then it curls around. It has a little vortex effect. It curls around underneath the proscenium here and goes right into our faces. So I feel like I'm boarding down the mountain without the actual glory of being on a snowboard.
I feel like I'm in a snow globe.
Thank God for the fire, that's all I gotta say. naked picture of Sarah Palin, looking for a self-proclaimed bona fide red state girl. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, 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 bow. You know, so the thing is, years ago I started doing this Twang thing. I got asked to put together a group for the Hardly Strictly Bluegrass Festival in San Francisco. And we kind of threw this thing together, and it ended up being a good time, and now it's become my fuck-off vacation band. And, you know, the thing is we play these events, and there's all these spectacular players. Anyway, we play these events, and there's all these spectacular players, you know. Kehoe, you can attest to this, Mike, right?
Yes,
you know. So we got Sam Bush coming on, you know, you got Leftover Salmon playing. You got to watch Chris Wood up here kicking everybody's ass. You know, and you know, there's this whole Americana thing going on right now. People are doing it, and you know. And I would just like to point out the charlatans, the posers, and that would be myself and Kehoe. Here we are in all our semi-glory, playing shit that we really shouldn't be playing. So, several years ago, I stumbled across a fellow by the name of Stompin' Tom Connors. I was on a tour with a band called Oysterhead, and I'm flipping the channels late one night in Vancouver, and there's this guy performing from the 70s, and he's stomping away on this piece of plywood and playing these tunes, these Canadian hillbilly tunes, and it was unbelievable, and I've become a huge fan, and so I'm going to pass some of this on to you folks. If you happen to not know Stompin' Tom, he passed away last year, a couple years ago. We're going to play a little Stompin' Tom for you, a little Canadian country twang. casual. Scarlet roses the chaplain spread around in the waters of Burrard Inlet of old Vancouver town, where the bridge came tumbling down, and the bridge came tumbling down, and 19 men were drowned in June of 1958 in old Vancouver town. There were 79 men working to build this brand new bridge to span the second Narrows and connect up with the ridge, until a big wind hit the bridge, and the bridge came tumbling down, and 19 steel men drowned, and the medical corps couldn't be too sure of the rest of the men they found. In among the twisted girders, one man realized how last night he'd been dreaming and saw before his eyes the big wind on the rise. For the bridge came tumbling down, and 19 men were drowned, and they saw the fright of the darkest night in old Vancouver town. With frogmen in the water, by cutting torches glow, they fought to save the steelmen from certain death below, and pain we'll never know. For the bridge came tumbling down, and 19 men were drowned, and 60 more that came ashore, so thankful they were found. Kehoe, come on! It often makes me wonder, in strength who has the edge, the tallest steel beam structure that spans the highest ridge, or the men that built the bridge. For the bridge came tumbling down, and 19 men were drowned, and the other men came back again to lay the new beams down. So if you're ever crossing this mighty bridge sublime, and 19 scarlet roses pass before your mind, remember and be kind, for the bridge came tumbling down, and 19 men were drowned, so you could ride to the other side of old Vancouver town. So you could ride to the other side of old Vancouver town. Oh, stop it, Tom.
Colorado. Now, correct me if I'm wrong,
You're wrong.
but I saw in these tents a lot of delicious craft beer. And I think we all might be drinking a bunch of that. You goddamn right we are.
So, I'm going to correct you because you're wrong. Kehoe, I've known you many years. I've known you since high school. I've known you since you were a 12-year-old girl. And
I was cute.
And you don't like craft beer.
Well, that is true. However, since I fixed my that acid reflux, I started enjoying craft beer again. Which is true. Which is true. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you the fruit of his loins, Mr. Cage Claypool.
How y'all doing?
So a handful of years ago, myself and Cage and our dog and our camper and some fishing rods and various weaponry. That's not my brother, that would be my son. We were camping up in Kern County, Kernville, and at night he bust out his banjo and I'd bust out this thing. And we'd play into the night, playing various tunes around the campfire, and that's what gave me the idea about the old campfire here. And so it is a glorious thing for a father to be able to share the stage with his fine young son. And being that he's a senior in high school and he had a week off for winter break, I said, "Come along, my fine young squire. The people of Colorado want to see Cage Claypool strumming away on the banjo." And he said, "Well, how much am I getting paying there, Pa?" So he talked to my manager, they worked it out, and here he is.
7 cents a night. My daddy left home when I was 3 and he didn't leave much for Ma and me, just this old guitar and an empty bottle of booze. Now I don't blame him cause he run and hid, but the meanest thing that he ever did was before he left, he went and named me Sue. Well, he must have thought that it was quite a joke and it got a lot of laughs from lots of folk. Seems I had to fight my whole life through. Some gal would giggle and I'd get red, and some guy'd laugh and I'd bust his head. I tell ya, life ain't easy for a boy named Sue. Well, I grew up quick and I grew up mean, and my fists got hard and my wits got keen. Roamed from town to town to hide my shame. Well, I made me a vow to the moon and stars that I'd search the honky-tonks and bars and kill that man that gave me that awful name. Well, it was Gatlinburg about mid-July and I just hit town and my throat was dry. Thought I'd stop and have myself a brew. At an old saloon in a street of mud, there at a table, dealing studs at the dirty mangy dog that named me Sue. Well, I knew that snake was my own sweet dad from worn out picture that my mother had. Knew that scar on his cheek and his evil eye. He's big and bent and gray and old, and I looked at him and my blood ran cold, and I said, "My name is Sue, how do you do? Now you're gonna die." Yes, I told him. Well, I hit him hard right between the eyes, and he went down, but to my surprise, a come knife and he cut off a piece of my ear. So I busted a chair right across his teeth, and we crashed through the wall and into the streets, kicking and gouging the mud, the blood, and the beer. Tell you I fought tougher men, but I really can't remember when. He bit like a mule and he kicked like a crocodile. I heard him laughing and I heard him cuss, and he went for his gun, but I pulled mine first, and he stood there looking at me, and I saw him smile, and he said,
"Son, this world is rough. If a man's gonna make it, he's gotta be tough. And I knew I wouldn't be there to help you along. So I give you that name and I said goodbye, and I knew you had to get tough or die, and it's that name that helped make you strong. Now you just fought one hell of a fight, and if you want to kill me, well, you got the right, and kill me now. Wouldn't blame you if you do. But you ought to thank me before I die for the gravel in the guts and the spit in your eye, 'cause I'm the dirty son of a bitch that named you Sue, yeah."
what could I do? Got all choked up and I threw down my gun, and I called him my pa and he called me a son. come away with a different point of view. And I think about him now and then, every time I try and every time I win. And if I ever have a son, I think I'm gonna name him Bill or George, anything but Stu. I still hate that damn name.
That's my boy. This was my granddad's favorite song. That last song that Cage played was my Uncle Jim's favorite song. We lost Uncle Jim a handful of months ago. And we lost my Gramps about a year and a half ago. And so we played little Uncle Jim's favorite song. Now we're going to play Papa's favorite song. We packed a little bacon and we packed a little beans and we met the bloody British in a town called New Orleans. And we fired our guns and the British kept coming. Wasn't as many as there was a while ago. Fired once more and they began running down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Well, we looked down the river and we seen the British come. Well, there must have been 100 of them beating on the drums. Steps so high and they made the bugles ring. Well, we stood by our cotton bells and didn't say a thing. Fired our guns and the British kept a-coming. Wasn't as many as there was a while ago. Fired once more and they began running down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Oh, Hickory said we could take them by surprise if we don't fire muskets till we looked them in the eye. Held our fire till we seen their faces well. Then we opened up our squirrel guns and really gave them well. We fired our guns and the British kept coming. Wasn't as many as there was a while ago. Fired once more and they began to run down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Well, they ran through the briars and they ran through the brambles and they ran through the bushes where a rabbit wouldn't go. Ran so fast the hounds couldn't catch him. Down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Down, so we grabbed an alligator and we fought another round. Filled us up with cannonballs and powdered his behind. And when we lit the powder off, the gator lost his mind. Fired our guns and the British kept a-coming. Wasn't as many as there was a while ago. Fired once more and they began to run it down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico.
think, Cage?
I think that was pretty good.
I'm from California, and we don't get a whole lot of snow, and this year we get shit for rain. And this is probably the most beautiful thing I've seen in a long time. They shook us up in a snow globe. I don't think the heavy stuff's going to come down for some time, Bishop. I think we're going to play through.
One evening as the sun went down and the jungle fire was burning, down the track came a hobo hiking and he said, boys, I'm not turning. I'm headed for a place that's far away beside the crystal fountain. So come with me, we'll go and see Rock Candy Mountain. Well, the big Rock Candy Mountain is a land that's fair and bright, where the handouts grow on bushes and you sleep out every night, where the boxcars all are empty and the sun shines every day. Oh, the birds and the bees and the cigarette trees and the lemonade springs, where the bluebird sings on the big Rock Candy Mountain. On the big Rock Candy Mountain, all the cops have wooden legs, and the bulldogs all have rubber teeth, and the hens lay soft-boiled eggs. All the farmers' trees are full of fruit, all the barns are full of hay. Oh, I'm bound to go where there ain't no snow, where there ain't no fall, and the wind don't blow on the big Rock Candy Mountain. You never have to change your socks, and the little streams of alcohol come a-trickling down the rocks. All the brakemen have to tip their hats, all the railway bulls are blind. There's a lake of stew and a whiskey too, you can battle all around them in a big canoe on a big Rock Candy Mountain. Kehoe! All the jails are made of tin, and you can bust right out again as soon as they toss you in. Well, there ain't no short-handed shovels, no axes, saws, or picks. Oh, I'm bound to stay where you sleep all day, where they hung the jerk to invented work, where they boil in oil the inventor of toil on the big Rock Candy Mountain. Rock Candy Mountain, on the big Rock Candy Mountain, on the big Rock Candy Mountain.
He gets it from his mom.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Cage Claypool, give him a hand. Well, the boy did good. He came out here on tour with us. Had a good old time.
4-foot shack, a chip on his back. He's nurturing a vacillate heart attack. He went from Cali to Missouri to lay dirt jack, and he's living in a 4-foot shack. Bowery, bowery, diggy, bower, bower, found it today, dear, party, wow, wow. Found it down, did the day, did the birdie, share by the party, diggy, down, down. Harry did be burned, did the shitty bar, no. Kicking did the fan, did the papa farty. Ham up a floor, did the shitty bar, howdy. Pippa dick a birdie, put a bar, wow. Zippy dippy craw, dippy flabber for how. Find the gears, it did it down, wow. Flippy dippy door, did she shindy party. Flap did the cordy, hippy door, wow. Snippy lippy harfer and a flingy dow bomb. Forward like a shine diggy hardy now wow. Flippin' dippy jarn like a glider hardy. Rip dippy forndy shitty dow him. 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 Dow him.
So there's rumor going around that Sam Bush is hanging out somewhere back here.
Whoa!
Look at that guy. Sam, what do you think? What do you think of all this, Sam? Sam,
Yes, sir.
have you ever played in a snowstorm before in your life?
Here last year.
Here last year. All right. So you are a veteran, and you could perhaps instill some knowledge upon a rookie such as myself, because I'm getting some warmth on this side of the stage because I got this thing blasting at me. Though it did die a couple songs ago, and I thought I was going to freeze my ass off. But so this side of me is fairly warm, and this my left testicle is cold.
I knew you'd managed to get one nut joke in, you know.
And I'm going to get in another nut joke. So, the thing is I'm, I have gray in my beard now. Kehoe, I've known Kehoe since high school. He has gray in his beard now. And partially, I'm enjoying the notion that one of my testicles is cold, because from what I understand is that a little chilliness in the testicle region raises the sperm count.
Does that still work when you already have an ARP card?
When you already have a what?
An AARP card?
I don't know. I haven't got one of them yet. We haven't discussed what we're going to do. Is C sharp something that you would like to play in?
Sure.
Or is that one of those keys that you just go, fuck you, Les, what are you doing picking C sharp? I'm trying to play a mandolin here.
I don't know if this mandolin has one of those, but we'll find out.
All right, here we
Sure.
ripping,
You're a brave man, Sam. Welcome to the Slurpee machine.
that was amazing. Kicking ass on the old gold top Gibson mandolin. We had Cage Claypool up here, that was amazing. And this is kind of wrapping up our little trip here. We had a good time up here in Colorado. I'm gonna go home tomorrow and take my mom out for her birthday dinner. "73 years young and still kicking people right in the balls."
That's 3 testicle jokes. All right. We're going to end with another Jerry tune. This song called Jerry Was a Race Car Driver.
Jerry was a race car driver, he drove so goddamn fast. Never did win the checkered flags, but he never did come in last. Jerry was a race car driver, he'd say he'll stop number 1. With a Bo Seaman sticker on a 442, he'd light him up just for fun.
Kehoe!
Yes, sir!
I have one thing to say to you.
Yes?
Dog will hunt.
Jerry was a race car driver, 22 years old.